Defeated and broken, Feldway fled back to the safety of the heavens, though his body ached from being turned to dust by the demon Diablo. He took solace in the isolation of the Star Palace. He believed he only needed time to recover. Surely, no one could reach him here, while the world-destroying dragon Ivorage ravaged the lower realms. He consoled himself with the thought that he had learned Diablo's tactics and incorporated new spatial abilities into his own repertoire. Yet, a shadow of dread remained. Rimuru Tempest, the slime who had defied logic by returning from the end of space-time, was a variable he had not accounted for. As Feldway approached his throne, he was stunned to find it occupied. Dino sat there lazily, flanked by Pico and Gracia. The news they brought was a succession of hammer blows to Feldway's ego. Not only had the insect king Zelanus been slain, not by Diablo but by the formidable Zegion, but the trio had also escaped Feldway's mental control. The conversation turned sharp when Dino questioned the status of the holy relics kept in the palace's basement, the Seando. Horrified, Feldway rushed to the vault to find the impossible. The indestructible doors had been smashed from the inside out. The sacred remains of the creator, Veldanava, and his wife Lucia were gone. Dino proposed two terrifying theories. The first was that the dragon Ivorage had broken in and consumed the remains, potentially absorbing the power of the creator to become an unstoppable, uncontrollable god of destruction. The second, more haunting possibility was that Veldanava had already been resurrected and had left the palace on his own. While Feldway dismissed the latter as absurd, believing Veldanava would have surely purged him by now for his transgressions, the doubt began to fester. Dino, Pico, and Gracia finally declared their independence, mocking Feldway's obsession with a just cause and his failure to recognize that his eyes had become clouded by bitterness. They turned their backs on him, choosing to seek a life of freedom and perhaps employment under Rimuru and Ramirez, rather than follow a path of senseless destruction. Left alone in the ruins of his palace, Feldway felt a hollow chill. He had lost his friends, his influence, and perhaps his very purpose. If Veldanava had truly intended for the world to be saved rather than purged, then every atrocity Feldway had committed in his master's name was a mockery. Standing in the silence of the heavens, the once mighty Phantom Commander could only whisper a single desperate question into the void. What are Veldanava-sama's true intentions?
Enjoyed the story? Please follow me, like and comment to see what happens next. Your support is the fuel that keeps this journey going.